Going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody that's in the building. I'm not going to be long today. We're just going to do a quick recap show. The link is pinned in the comment section if you would like to jump on. And we're going to talk about these 3 episodes of the series that you guys supported, which is Black men have forgotten about this. Black men have forgotten about this. This is a series recap show. Like I said, I'm not going to be that long. The link is pinned if you would like to get on and chop it up with me about this series, or just chop it up with me in general. You can. Y'all are welcome. Like I said, I'm not going to be too long. But let's get to it. So shout out to everyone in the building. Let's see who's in the building. And we're going to get to it. What up, Akuma? Shout out to everybody that's coming in. Y'all hit the like button on the way in. Hit that like button. The link is pinned if you would like to get on the show. Chop it up with me real quick. Let's do that. If not, I'm going to go through each show, and then we're going to wrap this up. We're going to wrap this up. So shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all in the building, hit the like button. Hit that like button. Share today's show. Hit the like button and share the show. Hit the like button and share today's show. The link is pinned for anybody who want to get on the show. Go ahead and click that link. The first show, let's get to it. First show that we did, episode 1. And make sure y'all click the playlist section of the channel and check out each episode. I did 3 episodes for this series. I've been a little busy outside of YouTube, y'all. So that's why this series was so short. I know I usually do 4 to 5 episodes each series. But I've been having to take care of stuff offline. So I appreciate y'all for pulling up and supporting those 3 shows. We definitely going to keep the series going. But if y'all don't really like the recap shows, I'll stop doing the recap shows. But if not, I'll continue with them. But this series was 3 episodes. If you missed any episodes, go to the playlist section of the channel and click the playlist. Black men have forgotten about this. This was episode 1. Spiritual guidance was episode 1. And in this episode, we just discussed how, as men, we forgot who was really in charge. We forget that, we get caught up in our egos as men, and we start thinking that, we do everything. It's all about us and what we done, and this is me, and this is because of me, and that's because of me, and I take care of this, and I take care of that. But who takes care of us? We're the leaders, but who leads us? Who do we answer to? Who is our authority as men? Who do we go to and seek refuge? Who do we go to and seek spiritual guidance as men? Because we need that in order to continue to feed the people. And when I say that, I mean the people in our lives, our parents, our children, our loved ones. We need that spiritual guidance to continue to lead in a correct manner, to lead more effectively. What up, Earl Lawrence? What's good, bro? So episode 1, we really was focused on spiritual guidance and the importance of not forgetting about God. Because a lot of us black men, we do. We start thinking it's just all about us and it's just us. And this is why a lot of times, a lot of us as black men, and y'all can go and do the research, our life expectancy has shortened 3 more years, ever since the pandemic. So black men are dying a lot earlier. Black men are dying, around 57 years old. A lot of us are not even living to 60. The life expectancy for a black man now is like 62 years old. They're expecting us to only live 62 years, brothers. That's the life expectancy rate for the average black man. It's like 62. Before it was like 65. Now it's like 62. And it might have dropped even lower. But the last time I checked, it was like 62. During the pandemic, it was about 62. What's up, YouTube cameras? How you doing? The link is pinned too. If y'all want to come up and talk to me, we could chop it up for a minute. I don't got that much time, but we could chop it up for a minute. But that's what episode 1 was. And black men, we forget about God, man. We forget about who's our leader and our director, who gives us our orders, who even created the hierarchy that we even promote as men, and saying that we're leaders and we're the leaders of the house, we're the leaders in the family. All of that come from God, man. So we gotta go back and not forget that. Awesome. I'm having an awesome weekend, YouTube cameras. I'm actually, I actually got a chance to impart what I do here on YouTube into young men. That's what I've been doing this weekend. So I'm having a great weekend, YouTube cameras. I appreciate it. What about you? Earl says, I'm fitting and hitting that 6'3". It was a hit. Yeah, you finna hit that number. Yeah, bro. So if you about to hit that number, you actually beat the odds, and that's a blessing, bro. That's a blessing, man. But our life expectancy rate is a lot lower. And it comes from our lifestyle, the lifestyles that we live. And we live a certain type of lifestyle because we forget about that spiritual guidance. We start thinking it's all about, us. And when I say us, I mean humans and everything that we do in a human fashion. We start thinking that we're in full control of that, and we're not. Because at any time, God could decide for us to not wake up in the morning. We're not in control of that. A lot of us think that we are, and we're not. Because everyone wants to wake up tomorrow, just like you wanted to wake up today. You see? Earl says, nearly lost it this year, though. Dude, you ain't wrong, DS1. Salute, man. Salute. And see, it takes that sometimes, Earl, for us to realize that God is always present, man. And that's what I wanted to remind black men in episode 1. Don't forget who the real big homie is. Yeah, you a boss. Yeah, you hold things down. Yeah, you do what you got to do, but that's only on the earthly realm. That's material wise. That's based on you being a flesh and blood person. Hey, what's up, Taylor? How you doing, Strength Bay? What's going on with you? The link is pinned too. If y'all want to come up and chop it up with me, ask me any questions or anything y'all can. This is why I created the recap show. A lot of y'all told me that I'm antisocial, that I don't want to let y'all get to know me, and I don't let y'all talk to me and stuff like that. So this is why I created the recap show. So when I put the links out, don't hesitate to click the link. I'm only going to do this one time a week. A lot of y'all ask for me to drop the links when I'm doing lives, during the week when I'm in the middle of doing a show. Y'all want to drop the link and chime in. Y'all can chime in on a recap show. We're going to go over each show, and y'all can click the link and give y'all perspectives on each show. So episode 1 was spiritual guidance. Just reminding us, man, that we can't forget about the number 1. Episode 2 was Black men forget about true brotherhood, a solid network. We forget about establishing and being part of a solid network. We don't try to establish or be a part of anything solid, a solid group of men. You see, those men have to be led here, have to be led by this in order for us to have a true brotherhood. Brotherhood is not gangbanging. That's not brotherhood. And I'm not dissing no gangbangers or none of that. It's not about that. It's about telling the truth. And if you feel some way about the truth, then you need to check yourself. Check all the stuff that you claim you represent and all the shit that you stand on if you got a problem with listening to the truth. Gangbanging is not true brotherhood. It's not. It's not. Because gangbanging is void of this. When you gangbanging, you on demon time. So how is that a true brotherhood? How is that a solid network? There's no honor amongst thieves. So there is no true brotherhood in the things that we once professed was good for us as Black men. There's no true brotherhood in that. And we see it today. So we got to establish a true brotherhood. And that brotherhood and those men have to be spiritually led. Am I saying we're going to be these omniscient people? And no, let's not get carried away. But if we're being led by the same things that destroyed us, then that's not this. That's not a true brotherhood. And at some point or another, that's going to be shown. Because we don't have the spiritual guidance. This is why whenever we try to build something together as Black men, we end up stealing from one another. We end up backbiting one another, or we just end up quitting on one another. Because what is the brotherhood? What is the bond really built upon? What is strengthening y'all? What is keeping y'all together? How are y'all coming up with the concepts and the ideas that y'all are coming up with? Is it coming from spiritual guidance, or is it coming from your carnal ways? Carnality has always got in the way of Black men coming together and really doing something. You see? That always gets in the way. So we got to establish a solid network. See, when you establish true brotherhood, you don't want to run around and kill each other. You don't want to harm each other. What's up, Bunny? How you doing? Right. Honor, integrity, and morality. Absolutely. And those things that you just named, Earl, are all spiritual values. Spiritual values. Shout out to my man Boot Camp in the building. What up, Boot Camp? Salute. The link is pinned, y'all. If y'all want to come on for a minute and chop it up, we can. If not, I'm going to go through these and then we're going to wrap it up. But we have to establish a solid network, a true brotherhood. A true brotherhood. Am I saying we're going to run around like monks and not do things that men do? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not telling us to, turn into something that's not real. You see? But we have to begin to incorporate what's important into our lifestyles. And a lot of us as Black men, we don't. We prioritize the wrong shit. We think that certain things are more important than other things. And it's not. And we see it time and time again. We see it in real life. We see it here on YouTube. Brothers backbite each other. Brothers do all of that. And I'm not saying that that's not going to happen, but it happens more. We see more of that than more building amongst Black men. I'm talking about as a collective. I'm not talking about in your little pockets or where you can go and find it. Because you can go and find anything anywhere. If there's a demand, somebody's gonna supply that need. That's just the way of things. So I'm not saying that. I'm saying statistic wise, if we want to look at the proof, we want to look at statistics. Black men don't operate as a group. This is why we have no political leverage, because we have not established true brotherhood, a solid network. What up, UFO? Salute. And that is established by us first having spiritual guidance. What is an example of spiritual guidance? Shout out to my brother Earl Lawrence. This has to be part of our lifestyle as Black men. Honoring one another, having integrity and morality. This has to be part of our lifestyle. Okay? I'm not saying you're not going to fall short. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. I totally acknowledge our humanity, especially me. If y'all listen to Sheep Stay Sleep TV, y'all know I do not sit here and act like I don't get it in to keep it as clean as possible. I gets it in, but I also understand that you can't move, you can't go too far off the path. Having integrity amongst each other as brothers is important. Honoring one another, honoring each other's existence and each other's presence. Treating each other having a moral compass. Black men operating with a moral compass. This is why I've been telling y'all for years, you don't have to say you're any pills to operate as a man. Because shout out to my man Earl again, most people will say that those things you just named was part of being red pill. No, it's not. It's part of being a man. It's part of being a good brother, a true brother. You don't have to pop no goddamn red pill to have honor, integrity, and morality. You don't have to pop no blue pill to be a simp. And you damn sure don't have to pop no black pill to be a monk. Or to see the world for what it really is and to not have any hope. You don't need no pills for that. You see? We need to make that known around here. As men. As a network of men. Because any other men who's looking to join If we would have established it, there would have been certain rules and guidelines and certain prerequisites. You see? And black men, we're void of that. This is why we deal with jobless issues. This is why we deal with lack of educational support. It's first because we lack agency. This is why y'all hear me say here on my channel, we are our own agency. As men, we're our own agency. And especially as brothers, we're our own agency. So if we don't understand that first, why would we honor one another? If we looking at everybody as individuals, why do you feel like you need to honor black men? Have integrity as a black man. Have morality as a, why do you think that that's necessary if you don't see it or if it's not being practiced? This is what true brotherhood shows. This is what true brotherhood exemplifies. This is what true brotherhood is about. Am I saying we got to walk the streets like we the Black Panthers? No. But we can establish a true brotherhood. We can establish a solid network. So if I need something fixed in my house, I could call my brother. I don't have to open up the white pages. I could call my brother and he could come fix my plumbing in my house. You see that? Being resourceful to one another. And if my brother can't do it, he can outsource it to one of his brothers. We're a network. What do you think other groups of men do? Why do you think other groups of men come on construction sites and they can run the whole goddamn site? Because they got a group of demolition people, they got a group of carpenters, they got a group of electricians. This is what we got to do. Establish a solid network. This is what we got to do. You understand? But you know, we that's what we working on here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. That's what we working to do. So shout out to y'all, man. And the last episode 3, was black men forgot about our reputation. We forgot about how we represent ourselves in the world. You got DJ Envy out here stealing from black people, pillaging the black community. As a man who considers himself a black man and he's a multi-millionaire, he should not be representing himself in that way. And as black men, we got to speak against this because this plays into our appearance value. This is why when we go to different places around the world, they still look at us the way that we do because of the stuff that we do here in America to one another. We got to stop saying, well, oh, that's just him. We got to stop doing that shit because that's not how appearance value works. That is not how it works. We got to stop thinking that this is cool to pilfer and to pillage your own people. We need to, as black men, we got to stop saying, well, that's just the way it is. No, we have to work to put things in place to punish people like this. Shout out to Tony the Closer. That's why on that show, I shouted him out because he's protecting the black community. He's protecting black men, protecting black women and kids from predators like Caesar and DJ Envy, financial predators. You got different types of predators. He's pilfering and pillaging the black community. As black men with a voice and with a platform, we need to use it for that. This ain't about exposure. This is about putting the information out there and letting them know. Yes, this is an Amber Alert. When we got predators in the community, on any level, it needs to be an Amber Alert amongst Black men. We all need to get on our platforms and talk about it and call it out. Just like when somebody get kidnapped, there's an Amber Alert that pop up on your phone. When dudes like Envy and Caesar is in the Black community and they doing what they doing, it's our job as the leaders to step up and to call this out and to do whatever's necessary to get them out of the community. Whether it's get them arrested or whatever. We got to stand on this. Because what? It's our reputation that's on the line. So if you into finance, you into real estate, you should be speaking out against this DJ Envy stuff. Because you might be the next Black man that want to come along and help Black people who in need, who want to get into real estate, and the first person they're going to compare you to is DJ Envy. Well, how I know you not DJ Envy? Well, how I know you not C's opinion? You see what happens? But if we banish these guys as the men, don't let the women do it, as the men, banish them. Don't make them feel comfortable. Then when other men who think about pillaging the community, they'll think twice. Why? Because they know the feds will be knocking on their door, and they know that there will be other men using the media to get them out of the community, to let everybody know, hey, no go. That's our job as men. That's our job as men. That's what we're supposed to do. That's protection as well. That's protection too. You see? That's protection as well. We have to protect our reputations. So when we got guys like Caesar and Envy running around saying that they doing this in the name of minority people, right? But then they're pillaging these same people, it's time for us to speak up about it. Shout out to Tony the Closer. Shout out to Pocket Watching with JT. Shout out to Eli. Shout out to all of the brothers who stood up against this. Shout out to all the brothers who stood up against Jay Morrison and that fake Tulsa real estate fund where he pilfered Black people for a few $100 million. Do y'all know that? Jay Morrison took $500 million from the Black community. And we get on the internet every day and call Black people broke. This man took $500 million from the Black community. He took damn near $100 million from Tony himself, from one person. But we get on these platforms and say, oh, Black people broke. Then how was he able to steal $500 million from Black folk if Black people broke? Huh? How was he able to take $500 million damn near? Because if it wasn't a half a billy, it was damn near. Because Caesar and Envy, their real estate RICO is up to over 100 million. Over 100 million. And they only was robbing the people for 7 years. In 7 years, they took over $100 million. Over 100 million. Jay Morrison doubled that. He damn near doubled that. He did double it. He did double it. So that's what this series was about, y'all. It was about reminding us what we've forgotten about, man. We've forgotten about these things, man. I'm going to go to the chat. I'm going to shout y'all out. The link is pinned if y'all want to come on and chop it up real quick. If not, we're going to wrap it up. What up, Logical Black? MR, salute, MR. Take the so-called powers that be. Those three values are intrinsically placed in sororities and secret handshaking cults, despite their overall demonic agendas. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to you, Earl. That's a fact. It's a secret society. All we ask is trust. Jay-Z said it all the time. That's a fact. Those three things. Absolutely. Shout out to MR in the building. What up, MR? Yeah, he went the Brother Polite route. A lot of these guys followed Brother Polite. Why do y'all think I was going hard on Brother Polite on my platform? Why do y'all think I went hard on the conscious community? They're nothing but replicating their blueprint to pillage the black community, because that is what the conscious community did to us for about 15, 20 years. Just ask Sa Satan. Just ask Sa Satan. Sa is not educated. He's a jailbird. He's never done nothing of importance in his life outside of being a street cat. What changed his life was him selling conscious DVDs and information that he never owned the intellectual properties of. He robbed his own elders of their own intellectual property and made money off it. This is what Sa done. Pillaged his own people, man. What's up, chilling with love? How you doing? Oh, Envy, a whole mess. But then so was the entire Breakfast Club. Right. But who made it a mess, though, Earl? Envy's the one who made it a mess. Why you think Angela left? Angela left because she knew the feds was getting ready to come in. Y'all don't know that about Yee? Yee is tied in, man. They told Yee they was going to come in there and lock them up. That's why Yee left. That's why she left. She knew the feds was coming. He does. He does, Earl. So does Brother Polite. That's where they get it from, man. Oh, you didn't know that YouTube cameras? Of course. Of course. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It started with the conscious community. The conscious community made these other people who are in the entertainment industry feel comfortable coming in and robbing black folk. Before the conscious community did it, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't run these type of Ponzi schemes. They learned it from Sa and Polite and the conscious community, selling fake paperwork, selling fake dietary supplements and fake health information, fake real estate information, fake sovereignty paperwork, all that type of stuff. They was getting dudes locked up. Dudes was getting killed by the police, all types of shit, listening to these wicked people in the so-called conscious community. They was telling you didn't need a driver's license. It was telling dudes all types of wicked stuff, man. Having people in the black community just crash out. And then when they call and try to get, some type of remedy for their situation, they don't answer the phone. You hit voicemails. Then you find out they number done changed and you can't find them no more. This is the type of stuff that they done, man. And then, people in the industry, they just watched and saw like, oh, I could do that too. So they did it. Who you think ran a Ponzi real estate scheme first? Polite. Brother Polite did that first. Talking about if you join the new covenant, you could buy a new house for $1. This is the type of stuff he was doing. Straight wicked, man. Don't care about your reputation. Don't care about being labeled, a piece of trash. They don't care. And we know in the world of men, your reputation precedes you, man. If your reputation is horrible, most people won't even want to do business with you. Because what you're known for, what they know you for. What up, Ebo? Appreciate the super chat. He says, it never ceases to amaze me how people worship wicked individuals Why would anyone want to idolize someone like Crowley? Because of his material and earthly possessions, Ebo. This is why we continue to hurt each other and pilfer each other. It's all to satisfy a material and earthly need, or gain, rather. That's all it is, man. But that's the spiritual side of it. You know, guys like Caesar and Envy, they don't even understand how their reputation is tied to their character and how that's tied to who they actually worship. They don't understand that, bro. You know, and a lot of people in the world don't understand that. This is why they tell you don't worship false idols. They become your gods. And Caesar, he loves money. His God is money, because, you know, just to be honest, he can't control his eating habits. He like to eat. So he like to have a lot of money because he like to eat a lot of food. So he dealing with greed and gluttony, which is 7 deadly sins that destroys people. He's a glutton. He likes to eat a lot of food, and he's greedy. So he doesn't understand that, you know, that's why his reputation is the way it is. You know? So shout out to y'all. We will be back Monday with a new topic. I don't know if I'm gonna start a new series, but we will be back tomorrow with another topic. Shout out to everyone for coming through. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Like I said, we will start a new series coming real soon. Y'all stay tuned. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to everyone who sent the super chat. Shout out to everyone if you hit the PayPal or if you hit the Venmo. I appreciate it. He said, not forgetting Umar Johnson, the Breakfast Club endorsed his scams. They also sung happy birthday to Hillary Clinton and had Kitty fumbling Sleepy Joe. Right, that's true. Because they part of, you know, it's all about promoting an agenda. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. See, to us, we understand how deep it goes. To them, it's just them doing business and getting money. You know, but like you said earlier, Earl, without those 3 things, you can't even get into certain doors. You can't even be around certain people. People don't want to do business with you if you don't have any ethics. So shout out to everyone once again. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, this was going to be a short show, but I definitely want to come and do a recap show. You know, we will be back with another series. Also, remember, this recap show is for y'all to also come up and to chop it up with me. It's not for me to just go through the shows and talk about it. And if you missed any shows, go back and watch them. The recap show is not for y'all to just come in and to just listen to the recap of the shows. It's for y'all to come up and to engage with me. If y'all do not want to come up and hit the links and all of that to the recap shows, I'm gonna just trash the recap shows, because I did the recap shows because y'all asked for it. Like I said, y'all said I be anti-social online. I don't want people to get to know me and all of that type of stuff. So I'm giving y'all that opportunity. The opportunity is there. The door's open. If you don't walk through the door, I'ma just shut it all away. You know, because I'm you know, I really don't even like doing content on the weekends. Y'all know that. But y'all always saying I don't let people come up and all of that stuff. So I created this show for y'all. Like I said, I'm not forcing nobody to do nothing, but I'm just putting it out there. So I'm gonna probably do 2 more recap shows. If nobody's gonna click the link and come on, we just gonna scrap the recap shows. But until then, shout out to everyone. I appreciate everyone for pulling up. One of my moderators, can y'all please do me a favor and drop the link to the playlist? Drop the link to the playlist. Black Men Have Forgotten About This. Drop the link to that playlist so we can so if anybody who missed any episodes, they can easily access every episode. I can easily access every episode. There is 3 episodes for this series. Episodes 1, 2, and 3. Here's episode 1 right here. This was episode 2. And this was episode 3. So it's 3 episodes for this series. Shout out to everyone once again. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. I see y'all tomorrow, 3 p.m. right here, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm y'all host, DS1 Ross, of course. Shout out to all the visionaries. Much love. Don't forget to get down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think of the series. I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow, man. Peace.